Hi, everybody. I hope you're doing well. This is Miranda from Morley Career Solutions, and I received a question about LinkedIn today. So I'm sharing my profile with you in the hopes that I can answer that. And the question is, how do I indicate on my LinkedIn profile that I'm open to relocating? Well, that's a great question, and there are a few ways that you can do that. First of all, I want to steer you towards this section over here, which is only visible to recruiters at this point. We're going to click the edit button there, and we're going to see that in the this section here, which is only visible to people who are using LinkedIn Recruiter, you can add multiple locations. So I am in the greater Chicago area, but if I'm opening to relocating to New York or Tampa or anywhere like that, I can go ahead and add those locations and also indicate that I'm open to remote work. So that's a really great way to do that, especially if you're open to relocating kind of no matter where the location is, based on your availability. So definitely want to update that. Another thing that we are going to take a look at here is your location settings. And you are going to have the option to choose a country, region, postal code, and location. Now, it's a little bit difficult to say that you're open to relocating here because you can only really choose one area. But you do have some flexibility. For example, 46304, that's my zip code, and I live in a suburb of Chicago that is in Indiana. So I could say that I live in my little town in Indiana, or I could let people know that I live in the greater Chicago area. And many of you will have that option as well. Now, if you are certain you're going to be relocating to a specific area, you can change your location to that area now, even if you're not there yet. I do recommend that because recruiters are going to be looking for people in certain areas. And so by doing that, it does help you, because you know you're specifically going to be moving to that area. Just be careful that you may have to deal with a few challenges there. For example, if your resume and your LinkedIn profile say you're in different areas, be ready to address that, or maybe change your resume to match your LinkedIn profile. And then also be ready to handle somebody saying, can you be ready for an interview tonight or tomorrow? If you're not in that area, you're going to have to think of a good way to respond to those potential questions. So that's another way that you can add that you're open to relocating. And then the final place that I would say that you can do that, there's two areas. You might say that in your headline if it's very important to you, if it's, if it's worth taking up that prime headline space, and that kind of depends on what other things that you might want to put in your headline. And then of course, definitely put it in your about section that you're open to relocating and where and what the conditions might be. So that's the answer to my question. How do I deal with open to relocation on LinkedIn? And if you have any other questions, I would be happy to answer them. Please leave me a comment, send me a message, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.